Okay. When you get a collateral file, and this is the loan file that we're talking about, this is actually what you're buying. Something that looks like this. Look at it, read it. You're not going to get the physical copy on the front end, but you get a scanned PDF copy. Well, they call it a soft copy. They'll send that via like Dropbox or Boxbee or some other service, where it's secured. Take the time to go through those and start looking for things. You want to make sure you have copies of the original note. Mortgage deed of trust can usually be found in county records if it's been recorded, which is a good thing. Okay. You want to look for all assignments of mortgages. So if the note's been sold 3 times, make sure there's 3 assignments, and look in the county to make sure that those assignments are recorded. If they're not recorded, then you're going to need to record them. If there's an assignment of mortgage missing in the collateral file, it's okay if it's recorded. It's not okay if it's not been recorded. Okay. So that's why you want to look at that stuff. Along with assignments, want to make sure you've got all allonges on there. Okay. Same thing, if there's not servicing notes in the collateral file, ask for them from the seller. Ask for an update from the attorney if it's in the foreclosure process, when they filed it, all the legal docs, look at that stuff. You're gonna ask for payment history, that's important, okay? You're gonna ask for current payoff statements from the current servicing company, and then start looking for financials in the collateral file. They may have them, they may not. Hopefully they've got an original copy of what the 1003 is, which is the uniform loan documents that people would fill out when they're going to originate a loan. Okay, so fill that. This is one thing you got to be very careful about if you're buying owner finance notes. You may not have a lot of financial information, loan documents, originated stuff. I prefer to ask for that. Like, you want to see the full Dodd-Frank file folder from an owner finance note. Direct from the RMLO, if you can get that, that's important to take a look at. It makes that paper that much more valuable. If you don't have that, it reduces the value. Okay. Like I said, look for the pacer.gov report. Okay. BK, check on the legal status update with the foreclosure attorney, ask to speak to the attorney or have them communicate back and forth via an email with an update, and where everything is. Get specific numbers. They've already started the foreclosure process. What's the next milestone? Where are they at in the process? What's the estimated time frame for that stuff? These are things that are very important for you to take a look at. Okay. Any loan modifications that's been filed or created, look at it, read it, cover to cover. Make sure that the numbers match up with what they are paying. You do not want to run into where there's a loan modification or trial payment plan where they're paying less than what the stated P&I is. If that's the case, you're going to need to fade your bid because the cash flow is going to be different. Okay. Also, if you're buying a note to foreclose and the borrower started paying again, that's enough resolution and real reason for you to cancel. I'll give you an example.